Hello, hello, hello. Miles here once again. This is now week 4, episode 4 of the We're in This Together video series, and this week we are talking about my song "One Bad Day." Um, yeah, thanks for tuning in once again, guys. To everyone who's been actually watching all these videos, I really appreciate it. It's really cool. I know these videos are very long and drawn out, and I talk a lot about shit. But I really appreciate it. It's really cool. The responses that I've gotten so far from these videos have been great. So thank you guys so much. So yeah, week 4, we're coming close to the end here. We got this song to talk about, and then one more song, and then that's it. And then yeah, I'll go back to my covers that I was doing, the quarantine covers. So yeah, so episode 4, One Bad Day. This song is a special one for me for sure. The context of the song and like the lyrics of the song and everything are definitely more like on a positive note for sure. But the song itself came from a very like traumatic situation, very negative situation. Unfortunately, but I mean that's just how it goes sometimes with songs. Um, so I'll start at the very beginning. Um, the music for this song was there first before the lyrics. The song was already kind of done. I sort of had an idea of what I wanted to do. It was very simple, very very simple song. Um, I pretty much play the same 4 chords like the whole time. I don't really change the chords too much at all, really. And yeah, I literally play the same 4 chords the whole fucking time. You'll see when I play it later. It just watch my fingers; they don't move from the same 4 chords. Anyway, or is there 5 chords? 4 or 5 chords. I can't remember. I can't think about it right now. Anyway, so the song started out with me and Shane. Shane is my friend who is a drummer, and we jam, and it's a lot of fun, and we click quite well. Um, yeah, so we were jamming in 2018. All these songs that I've written, by the way, are like super old. So it's 2020 now, and yeah, it's good to get these out. Anyway, um, so yeah, we were jamming all the other songs, or some of the other songs anyway, and then I don't know, I don't know really exactly. Well, I had this idea of because the way the song starts out when I recorded it, like on the version that, I mean, if you've probably heard it already off the EP, and if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? It's week 4. It's week 4 that the EP's been out. Go listen to the EP. It's on everything, everywhere. Just listen to it. Anyway, so it starts off with like a kick drum and a snare. So just it's like boom, tsh, boom, tsh. So I had that kind of idea in my head to start a song like that. I thought it was really cool. Um, and I think, yeah, I was just kind of sitting in my living room over there, and I had that idea. I'm pretty sure like I recorded it and just like something basic, and then I just started I literally looped it for like ever, and then just kind of started messing around with it. Um, and then yeah, and then the kind of the opening riff came out of it, just kind of like it's like boom, tsh, boom, boom, tsh, boom, tsh, boom, boom, sort of like that. I like that kind of. I liked that. I don't know where it came from originally, like the music anyway, like that that chord progression. It just sort of happened as these things do. Um, so yeah, so I started playing that chord progression, and it was awesome. I can't, yeah, I got to give Shane props here because I cannot remember if, because I definitely brought it to him, like, because there was a kick in the stare, and I like, Shane, we gotta try this. We gotta come up with something. I can't remember if I came up with that chord progression either on my own or with him. I know I definitely sat and recorded it and looped it, but I may have already had that chord progression in my head from like when me and Shane jammed. I can't remember. 2 years ago, I can't remember. Either way, I brought it to Shane, the idea, like the kick and snare idea. And like I said, I may have come up with the riff then, but either way, we were jamming it, and it was sweet. Um, yeah, it was just something that we kind of sort of wrote together, I guess, which was cool, because all of these songs really like I wrote myself for the most part. Well, yeah, pretty much for the most part. Um, I guess try to be good too. Sean helped me a lot with that too, so that's something to mention as well. But but yeah, no, me and Shane kind of pumped this one out musically anyway. Um, and he he always said that this song sounded like a cowboy sort of song. Like I can't remember what he. So what he said is like it sounds like he's like riding, like it's like sunrise, like the sun is rising, and there's this cowboy. And he's on his horse. He's like riding into the town or something like that. Um, and and it was cool. Like Shane's a very creative guy. His mind works in fantastic ways. Um, so I thought that was really cool. I just personally like with the songwriting side of it, I couldn't like grasp that idea of like writing a song about like a cowboy riding into town and going with the music that we've written. I just couldn't. I tried. I literally did sit down and tried to write something, but I couldn't get there. I don't know what it was like lyrically. I just was like, what do I even talk about? Like a cowboy riding into town. What? Like cool. Like I sort of get where he's coming from, but I just, yeah, like, lyrically I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, we called it the cowboy song for the longest time. We just knew, okay, it's a cowboy song. So, and then we would play it and we would just practice it and stuff. And like I said, I kept it real simple with the guitar. I literally play like four. Here. Okay, so A minor, C, G, E minor, and then the C. So it is four chords, but the C at the end there is like it has like the G kind of bass, so it's like a G over C, I guess. I don't know, but instead of a C. So anyway, so yeah, it is literally just four chords. I guess five because the C over G is technically a separate chord, but anyway, it's pretty much a C with like a little G over top of it. Anyway, yeah, so I kept it real simple. I wanted to keep it real simple. And then, but yeah, I just could not think of lyrics for it. Like we had the music down, for the most part, a good structure to the song. Pretty much the verse is literally that part where it's just like picking those two bottom strings, the E and the B string, and let them ring out a bit. And then the chorus is literally the same chords, but all just kind of open, no palm, like just nothing, just. And I guess with the chorus, I do add in the E minor and the G over C there, whereas in the verse, it's just those three chords: the A minor, C, and then G. Yeah, so I do kind of change it up a bit in the chorus. Anyway, so we had the music down. I could not think of lyrics for this song for the life of me. I think it was because I had the whole cowboy concept stuck in my head. And I was like, what am I even gonna write this song about? So it was just sat there. We would jam it when we jammed and stuff like that. But for the most part, the song kind of just sat there. And then leading into the kind of the sad part of how the song came to be, a cousin of mine. He's like a second cousin, I guess technically. He's like, so um, uh, my aunt's niece's kid, I guess. Yeah, my aunt's niece's kid. So it's like a second. He's like a second cousin. Anyway, I got to know him quite a bit over the years, and he was into music just as much as I was, sort of thing. And he was learning how to play like instruments and stuff. He knew how to play guitar, and he was learning how to play piano. I guess he was really good. I never heard him play, but he was getting really good. But anyway, he decided one day to take his own life. Unfortunately, um, his name is Nick Johnson. Yeah, he was a really good guy. You know, we would talk, me and him, more than I think anyone else on that kind of side of the family, because of the music interest. You know, we both had that music interest, and I guess he knew Shane actually too. I didn't know this. Like him and his sister knew Shane really well. So Shane kind of was involved with this. Like he knew about Nick and knew what happened and all that stuff. Um, so, but yeah, so I heard it was, I guess, January. I think it was January 2019 is when it happened. Um, and yeah, early in the year. And like I said, the song had just kind of sat there, like the music anyway. And then that happened, and yeah, I don't know. It hit me. I was shocked by it. I knew that he had, like stuff that he was working on, but from what I had understood anyway, is that he was doing really well. He was working really through it, and things were good. But I mean, it just takes, I guess, one bad day to kind of change that, and that's kind of where the song came from, the lyrics anyway. Um, I thought to myself, after I heard about it, I was just sitting in my living room there, and I thought to myself, like, what happened? Like he was doing so well, and like he always seemed really happy when I talked to him, and like he was learning like instruments. He knew how to play guitar. He was learning how to play piano. I guess and like I said, I guess he was doing really well. I never heard him play, but I guess he was like picking it up really well and stuff. Yeah, and I don't know. You don't really know, right? You don't really know what's going on in someone's head, um, outside of social situations and stuff like that, right? So that's why it's important to be kind to everyone, my friends. And yeah, I think it's very important to just be kind to everyone all the time, even if you're having a bad day. Just try your best to be kind. Anyway, um, so I thought to myself, um, Nick must have had a really bad day or something. Like it was just a really bad day for him, mentally. For him to get pushed to that limit. And that's just kind of what I kept thinking about. And then I don't know. I was playing the song. I think I was just kind of playing, and then the lyrics just sort of came. Like the first lyrics are, "I've been hurt, I've been so lost, um, I've been hurt. I've wanted to set myself free from all the pain that this life has caused." Again, thinking back about Nick and stuff. I think it's safe to say that everyone has had, suicidal thoughts. Not all of us act on it, of course, though. But then there's some people that do, right? I definitely have had bad days, as well. So, I guess the first lyrics to that song were just kind of talking about that, like I've felt lost, I've felt like I didn't matter, all that kind of stuff. Um, I've had bad days. Um, and then the second lyrics, so it's like, what, wish I, or, I can't even remember the lyrics to my own song right now. I remember them when I play them, but I can't remember them when I'm just sitting here thinking about them. Um, I've wanted to sound myself from all the pain this life has caused. But when the days don't seem to change and you feel that you've lost your way, hold on to. Fuck, man. Hold on. Oh my god. Um, feel that you lost your way. Hold on to what comforts you and don't let yourself slip away. So it's just kind of like, I guess, a positive spin onto it. Like trying to just think like, you know, hold on to what matters, you know. Don't let yourself slip away. And then it goes to the chorus, and it's like, don't give up, don't lose your ground, don't wish it all away on one bad day. And those lyrics, to me, like when I thought of them or came up with them, they really hit home. Um, Especially because, like, you know, my mindset was like, he really must have had a really bad day. You know, it was just, yeah. And that lyric, you know, don't wish it all away on one bad day. It just kept kind of repeating in my head. You know, and then, but I wanted the song, like, I didn't want the song to be a super negative kind of song. I wanted it to be uplifting. I wanted the lyrics to just like I guess I guess a part of me was kind of like the way I was writing it anyway. It was kind of like if maybe Nick had heard this song, um, you know, something like this, like maybe it would have changed what happened, you know. And I mean, I don't know, like that's just who knows, right? Like who knows, like if there's a lot of songs that are kind of like this, you know, or with this kind of uh, um, lyrical kind of uh, like about this kind of situation, you know, about suicide, and then like and but an uplifting kind of song, like don't give up, you know, kind of thing, right? There's a lot of songs like that. So I felt like adding to that pile of songs, you know, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, maybe what if Nick heard a song like this or this song or something, you know, would it have changed his mind or made him think, you know, maybe there is a chance, you know. I don't know. That's kind of the mentality that I had when I was writing it. Yeah. So that's kind of where the lyrics came from. You know, don't wish it all away on one bad day. Don't give up. Don't lose your ground. It's all just very positive, very uplifting. And that's how I want it to be. Yeah. And then the second verse, it goes into, oh God, why can't I remember these lyrics? Um, um, oh my God, yeah, it's gone, guys. It's gone. I'll remember that when I'm playing it for you guys later, but it's gone. I can't fucking remember it right now. Anyway, it's pretty much about like the same kind of thing, you know. Just very positive, very uplifting. Just kind of just trying to just don't let like the voices in your head, you know, that are telling you that you suck or that you're a loser or whatever, you know, don't let them like control you or take control of you, you know, fight back, I guess, you know. You know, I have voices in my head, you know, for sure. You know, think negative thoughts about myself. It happens. It's happened many times this year, even already. You know, this has been a tough year. I think like this year, especially 2020, COVID and everything, like mental health is so important this year, in my opinion. Like, I think it's one of the most important things, aside, like along with like, you know, healthcare and everything, like staying safe and like just mental health is very important this year. I don't know. I didn't look up, or I don't know the suicide rate or if it's gone up or down or what during COVID. I mean, you know, you would assume it would have gone up, with people being isolated, and especially if you're isolating alone, like I am, it's hard, it's really hard. Like I said, I've had days where I've been negative and, talked down to myself and stuff like that. It happens, but it's all about pushing through it, and just recognizing that, no, like, this is just voices in my head. Like, you can fight back, you got to fight back. Um, yeah. Um, I think, oh yeah, so some of the lyrics is like, um, don't let them bring you down. The voices in your head, anyway. Don't let them bring you down. I can't remember the lyrics though. God damn it, the exact lyrics. I can't remember them. Fuck. It's ridiculous. It's funny how, like, you totally forget about it. Like, you don't even, like, if you're trying to recite the lyrics to someone without playing the song, it's like hard. Like, you can't. Like, I don't know. But when I'm playing the song, it all just like comes. It's weird. It's super weird, but I love it. Um, anyway, I'm rambling on now. But yeah, like I was saying, mental health, I think, especially this year, is very important. Um, especially if you're isolating alone, in quarantine alone stuff. It's hard. I can tell you from personal experience, it's hard. It's not easy. I got a cat because of it. A little Aussie. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. It's hard. So, and another reason why I think this is a good song to have on the EP and release it at this time. It's a very, like, if someone listens to this song and it changes their mindset about, like if they're having a bad day or something like that, and it changes their mindset, that would be amazing. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. I write these songs for myself mostly. I'll be honest. I write these songs for myself 100%. I don't really think about anyone else when I'm writing. When I'm writing, I like to just focus on what I like and what sounds good to me and what helps me personally. Well, that's just where these songs come from. But after writing these songs, you start to think, like, hey, someone can listen to this and maybe it can help them, in their life. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. That'd be cool. It's a cool thing to think. If someone listens to the song and it changes their mood, it makes them have a better day, or they rethink the way they're thinking, about their day or whatever. I think that'd be cool. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. I don't know if anyone would ever tell me if that happened to them. But if it does, yeah, that would be really cool. It would be really worth it. Everything would be worth it for just that one moment, for that one person's life. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's where the song came from. That's where the lyrics came from. That's what the lyrics are pretty much about. It's very straightforward. And like I said, the song is very simple. I sort of just wrote it that way. It's just how it came out. That's just how it is. Um, but then we get to the recording process, which, with this song especially, was challenging, super challenging, because you have a drum part before anything else. And with me, my tempo, like, so I have a tempo, but it's like I play a scratch track first, little guitar scratch track, to a tempo that I've set, like, that I've figured out for the song just from playing it. And then when I went to do the drums, because the drums come first before anything else. So with me doing finger drums, it was really difficult to get it, like, I can't tell you how many times I re-recorded the drums and got so stressed out and just like, it's brutal. Anyway, got through it, did it. But yeah, so, and then to time it right, you know what I mean? It was interesting. But I got it done. So, that was an interesting part of the recording process. Um, and then just to keep that timing as well, because it is like the tempo of the song is actually a slower tempo than any of the other songs that I have on this EP. It's definitely a slower tempo song, um, but yeah, you just go back and, oh, excuse me, uh, trial and error, and just don't give up. you know, there's some times where I was just like, I just shut my laptop. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm done for the night. I so stressed out. Just can't do it. So anyway, got through it. Record the drums first, as always. After I recorded the scratch track, did the drums, and then did the bass, re-record the acoustic guitar, and then did the electric. And with the electric guitar, I wanted the electric guitar to be heavier. I wanted it to come in after the second verse. Yeah, after the second verse. So the first chorus has just me, like the acoustic guitar with the bass and the drums, and then my vocals, of course. But and then the second verse, still same thing, just guitar, bass, vocals. But then with the second chorus, I wanted the guitars to come in, like the electric and the heavy guitar, like this distorted guitars, because all the guitars on the other tracks are distorted to a sense, or like they're like crunch. It's a at least on my Marshall half stack, it's a setting. It's called crunch, and it's like, I don't know. It reminds me of like kind of like a classic rocky kind of guitar, like not too distorted, like metal distorted, but like kind of classic rocky, like not even like Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction distorted, because that's even like distorted guitar. I'm talking like Led Zeppelin distorted or something like that, still kind of that classic rocky kind of vibe, but still like has a bit of clean in it. It's not as distorted as heavy as heavy metal or whatever. But I wanted this song to have that distorted guitar, and I wanted it to just like come and just be out of nowhere, just boom right there, and that's pretty much how it is. I don't know how that comes off with people, but I don't really care either. I really like it anyway. um, yeah, so it comes in heavy, and it's basic chords as well. I pretty much just use the power chords of the chords that I was playing, um, and yeah, my oh geez, excuse me, tired obviously. Ugh. My whole mindset with the guitars specifically is, or like that, the whole kind of section, once everything kind of picks up again, is like, if I, like when I have a band, it would just be something that we just like rock out to, you know what I mean? Like it's heavy, and we're all just like in it, that's the kind of vision I had for this song, especially at the end. And that was another challenging part of the recording process, was the end part, because there's a pause. And I had never, like, I didn't like any of the other songs that I have on the CP. They don't have pauses like that, where it just like everything cuts out and then it kicks back in again. It's super, just like a second, like a second or two, just do 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 do, like maybe 2-3 seconds. Anyway, so to get that down for every instrument was challenging for me. So it took a bit of work, and the bass was pretty simple. During the verses and stuff, it's just like one note, but I turned up the bass and everything when I mixed it and everything. I wanted it just like, so it like has like a feeling, like you can, like, when I listened to it in my car after I got the masters back and everything. That was the thing that hit me the most, is that bass in the song. Just like during the verses and stuff, it's just like, you feel it, you feel the bass. I love it. It was awesome. But yeah, so to time that as well as I did, I mean, I don't know, it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. I listen back to it now, I'm just like, oh, it could be a little better. But I mean, it is what it is. It's done, it's out there. Move on, right? I'm still very proud of the song, regardless, doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, to time that out, it took a lot of time. It took re-recording over and over, and it just to get it all in sync. And then so I also kind of cut and paste some stuff in the editing phase and stuff too, for sure. As you do, just to kind of really get it tight. Because the kick didn't quite line up with like everything else, and I wanted it all to just come at the same time. So you just edit the kick and you just move it over just a little bit to make it work. Which is a beautiful thing about digital recording, my friends, is that you can literally edit and change anything you want. It's so easy to do. It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, you can just edit things and make them sound the way you want them to. It's awesome. But yeah, and then that was it. And then like I said, like it just goes heavy for the whole song, and then it ends with just the guitar, the chord, the C over G chord, and that's it. Cuts out, or it rings out, and then that's the song. And again, like with all of these songs, I imagined when I was recording them, I imagined them like how they'd be like live, playing them live and stuff. And I thought to myself with this song particularly, like it'd be cool, like we're all just like rocking out. I'm on like an acoustic guitar, rocking out with like everyone behind like the band, and then it just like, and then like yeah, like it just cuts quickly, and then it's just me, just. I like that idea. I thought that was really cool. So that's how the song went. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole song. Honestly, that's the recording process. Mixing. I just did the same practices that I had done before with the mixing process. Yeah, spent a lot of time on it, especially with those distorted guitars, because they were really distorted. Like I used an instrument mic to record the guitars. I just hooked it right up to the amp, kind of thing, or placed it in front of the amp, and yeah. So mixing those was interesting. Just had to trial and error, really, just playing around with the EQ and stuff and the compression to get it sounding like beefy and tight. I think it turned out really well. I'm pretty happy with how the electric guitars came out. The acoustic guitars, same thing, just two mics. I used my vocal mic right here, the hollow part of the guitar, and then a pencil mic over here to capture like everything else, more of the high notes, I guess, and then the vocal mic here picks up more of like the beefy bass of the acoustic guitar. Anyway, all sounds good, and the acoustic guitar took a couple times to re-record. Yeah, it just took some time. I don't know, this song particularly took some time when it came to the recording process specifically. Not really, like the mixing took as long as like any of the other songs mostly, but the recording process, I definitely spent more time on this song than any of the other songs. I don't know why. I just did. Just happened to be that way. I think it was because of the tempo, how slow it was, and I just wasn't used to it. I'm always used to like fast tempos, but it was a slower tempo, just a different kind of song, but it was challenging, and it actually made it a lot of fun. So, and that being said, I'm going to play it now for you guys. Yeah, this is One Bad Day. I've been so lost, and I've wanted to set myself free from all the pain this life had caused. And when the days don't seem to change, and you feel that you've lost your way, hold on to what comforts you. Don't let yourself slip away, and don't give up. Don't lose your ground. And don't wish it all away for one bad day. grounds, and don't wish it all away one bad day. You've gotta stand up to all the voices in your head. Don't let them bring you down, 'cause I swear there's a smooth road up ahead. And I know it can be rough, and that's why I wrote this song. And I know it's hard to see the light when you felt stuck for so long. But don't give up, don't lose your ground, and don't wish it all away on one bad day. Don't give up, don't lose your ground, and don't wish it all away on one bad day. You're not alone, so hold on. I said you're not alone, hold on. And you're not alone, so hold on. I said you're not alone, hold on. Don't give up, don't lose your ground, and don't wish it all away one bad day. Don't give up, don't lose your ground, and don't wish it all away on one bad day. Oh. And that's the song. Yeah, thanks again so much, guys, for listening. We're getting close to the 40-minute mark. We're at 37 minutes, so not too bad. Kind of average, I guess, for these videos. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Like I said, this one was definitely a special one for me. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos and listen to me talk and ramble on about these songs for like half an hour. It means a lot to me. And we got one more left. Tomorrow, next Friday is We're in This Together. It's the single I decided to release back in April for this EP. It is the title of the EP. Yeah, it's a big deal, in my opinion. I think it is. So that's next week, next Friday, and then that's it. And then you can stop listening to me. I'll just go back to my covers, and I'll resume just watching that, and I'll shut up finally. But thank you guys so much for listening. Again, the responses I've gotten so far have been awesome. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And I hope you guys like these videos so far. We got one more left. We're in this together next Friday. We'll talk then. Peace out. Thanks, guys.